skin, big Banish.
Hi everyone, it's Shayla. I'm coming here with a bare face and sharing about sustainable skincare as well as Banish's recycling program and how they promote sustainable skincare. So I'll be going over 5 main steps that you can take towards a more sustainable skincare routine. When we buy skincare products, we don't always think about where the packaging and the ingredients and where everything is coming from. And so this is just a way to encourage you to start thinking more about these things and being more mindful about your purchases. Currently, right now in our world, there's over 300 billion tons of waste produced from agricultural waste and industrial waste that are used to make products. There are ways that we can help to limit this and to make that number less. Though we can't really be part of that process of how the company makes their products and what they choose, you can make an impact by choosing what products that you buy and also making smarter choices. One of the first steps that you can take to a more sustainable skincare routine is to consider the packaging of the skincare products that you are using. Some helpful questions to ask yourself are, is this packaging recyclable? Is it made out of plastic or glass? How wasteful is this packaging? Something that I really love about Banish's products is that all of their containers are made out of glass. And so this is a significant reduction in waste. Plastic isn't always recyclable, and there's only a certain amount of times that plastic can be recycled. But glass, certain types of glass are able to be infinitely recycled. The next time you're thinking about purchasing a skincare product, think about whether or not something that you need. Is it an impulse buy? Because a lot of our purchases, where we put our money, are the things that we're advocating for. Does this company have a recycling program or an incentive for returning empty bottles? What's really great about Banish is that they do have a recycling program and an incentive for recycling. A lot of companies are starting to become more aware of sustainability and changing their packaging, but you definitely play a big, huge part in this process. The second step that you can take towards a more sustainable skincare routine is your water usage. And let me explain different types of water use and what they mean. So there are 2 different types of water uses. There's indirect water use and direct water use. Indirect is the water that we can't really control. For example, water energy is used to create certain products, and water energy is used in the process of producing all of these products. Those are things that we can't really necessarily control. A lot of water is also used to make a lot of food products and things like that. And those are all kind of behind the scenes, and we're not able to kind of see that, visualize that, and make sense of that, or even really control that. But we can control the purchases that we make. For example, I can choose to not buy a certain product that is causing a lot of water energy. That's basically what indirect water is, and that's how you can make an impact on indirect water usage. Direct water is water that comes out of your faucet. That's a great way to visualize direct water versus indirect water. Indirect water, we can't really see it and visualize it, but direct water, it's water coming straight from your tap or your hose, your shower, things like that. By saving water and using less water or being more efficient with your water, you can save energy and conserve water. And though it might seem like it's not really that big of an impact, small changes can really add up over time. Some really practical ways that you can save water are to take shorter showers. Rather than taking 20-minute showers, try doing 15 minutes. Making smaller adjustments and changes is going to make an impact. Even though you might not feel like making small changes is much of a difference, it's better than not changing and not being mindful or thinking about those things. When you are washing your face or when you're brushing your teeth, have the faucet off while you're brushing your teeth. Of course, you need the faucet on when you're washing your face, but try not to leave the water running if there is no reason for it to be running. I kind of noticed that there's a pattern of energy and how there's just so much energy being used to do things. And what are some ways that we can limit that and try to be more mindful about our choices? The third practical thing that you can do to have a more sustainable skincare routine is to stop using one-time use products. I'm definitely guilty of this. Picture this, when you are doing your skincare routine, do you have a trash bin next to you, and what are the things that you're throwing away in that trash bin? Are they Q-tips? Are they cotton balls? Are they sheet masks? What are the things that you're throwing away, and can you replace those things with other products that aren't as wasteful? Try using reusable cotton pads or reusable Q-tips. I know they make those now, which is kind of interesting. I don't usually use Q-tips, but if I did, then I might try using a reusable one. I don't usually use my trash bin in the bathroom, which is kind of interesting because I only really use it to throw like my hair. I just sort of realized that I don't actually have a lot of waste for my skincare routine, and that's actually really encouraging to me. So I really encourage you to start thinking more about that. If you really love sheet masks and you just can't part with them, I just want to give this little tidbit to help you kind of think about your choices on whether or not you should use them. I think that sheet masks are really great pick-me-up, and they're just so moisturizing and they feel really good on the skin. But keep in mind that having a really good skincare routine and being consistent with your skincare routine, that's just going to ultimately be better for your skin in the long run, rather than just having a quick pick-me-up. I really hope that that doesn't offend anyone. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to like share some ideas and thoughts and considerations about thinking about how wasteful things might be. Fourth thing that you can do to have a more sustainable skincare routine is to recycle or repurpose your containers. Banish has glass packaging for their products, and that's something I really love because I think glass also just feels a lot nicer. I think I really do like glass, and I prefer glass over plastic because I know that it's going to be better for the environment. And also having a glass bottle, I know that I could use it and repurpose it somehow. One thing that I have used the Banish oil container for and the dropper, so my dog, she has no teeth, and so her tongue is always just flopping out everywhere. I'll share some pictures of it. But I actually use one of my empty containers, put olive oil in it, and I use it to put in her dish to moisturize her tongue. So that's just like one kind of silly way that I repurposed one of the Banish droppers. You can also pot plants in the containers. This is a pretty decent size too, where you could fit like a little succulent, and it's super cute and it looks really nice. I think that it's just really cute. Other things that you can use glass jars for is to travel with them. You can put your jewelry inside of the empty containers for when you're going out and about to kind of keep it in one spot. I know I definitely like to have my earrings in a spot that I can access really easily. And so having them in a jar just makes sure, it ensures that it'll stay safe in there and that it's not going to get wet, things like that. You can always be creative with how you repurpose your products, like I did with my dog, for example. This isn't the case for all companies, but for Banish, if you don't have any ideas to repurpose these empty jars, you can return your empty jars to Banish and get Banish stars that are redeemable for more products. So for example, if you just love the Banish face wash and you use it religiously, you can return 5 empty jars and get points back so that you can keep buying the products that you already love. One of the products that my boyfriend really loves is the vitamin C cream. And so he'll actually have a bunch of empty jars of this and collect them because he knows that once he gets 5, then he can return it and redeem it for stars. And this is just a product that he continues to use and continues to buy. So if that's your case, then there's certain products that you like using, then it's sort of a win-win situation. If you're not really sure about the recycling program that Banish has, then I'll share a link in the description of how you can recycle your products. In your Banish order, a lot of times you'll get a little sheet that will share the recycling program. So here's the recycling program that's listed on this little pamphlet. If you have 5 Banish bottles sent back, you will get a $20 Banish gift card, which is a good amount of money back. So I really like that Banish offers a recycling program because not a lot of companies have that. The last step, the fifth step that you can do to have a more sustainable skincare routine is to make more mindful purchases to companies that you support. Rather than being enticed by how things look or the hype of a certain product, really take your time to think about what this company stands for. What does this brand stand for? What is their mission? And the thing I love about Banish so much is that their mission is to help you to feel more confident in your skin. And I can stand here or sit here in front of a camera without any makeup on my face and love this company that I'm supporting, because I know that the skin that I have, they are not going to hide it. I don't need to be ashamed of what my skin looks like on camera, because Banish is going to support me in my journey all the way. And that's one of the biggest reasons for why I love their products, because they work and also because they support me as a consumer. So the next time that you make a purchase, instead of impulsively buying it, think about whether or not you need this. Do I need this? What is the company promoting? Do I trust this company and their values? How does this company treat their employees? How does this company treat the people that work for them? These are all kind of things to think about when you're investing and putting your money towards a company and business so that they can succeed. I know that making mindful purchases is hard and it takes a lot of work, but trust me, when you start making little adjustments, making little mindful purchases, it gets easier, and before you know it, you have the pathway and you have the knowledge to make mindful purchases almost right away and instantly. I know for myself, when I am at the store and I see a product that looks really nice and I really want to try it, I just ask myself those questions naturally in my head, and I'm a lot less likely to buy a product impulsively. So in conclusion, I just want to encourage you all to make mindful purchases and to really think about how your purchases impact the environment. You have so much power in your purchases and what you do as a consumer. So don't think that you're limited. Don't think that you don't have a say, because you have a say in where you put your money. Making small intentional changes is going to make a great impact in our generations to come. And so I really hope that you can continue to make mindful purchases and to also love your skin as always. That's something that I will always continue to preach. To love yourself first, and don't rely on a product to make you love yourself. Don't rely on a product to make you feel confident in who you are. Love yourself and love your skin. If this video was helpful for you, then we'd really appreciate if you hit that like button to let us know. That just really shows that this video was helpful and that you got a lot from it. And also consider subscribing by hitting that red subscribe button down below to follow up with any other future videos. As always, stay beautiful and God bless.